Hey Signal viewers, my name is Jack Myers and I'm here with William Beckett, formerly of The Academy Is. Thank you for letting us interview you tonight.
Of course.
Okay, so first I would like you to describe yourself in one sentence, if you could.
You just had to start off with the zinger, huh?
Uh-huh.
Hard-hitting. Hi. I am William Beckett. You killed my father, prepare to die.
Fair enough, okay. Next
You don't get the reference? Come on, you have to know the reference. So it's The Princess Bride?
Yeah. Alright, well, my next question for you is more of a personal, what your life is going on like. What's it like flying solo again after being with the Academy Is for so long?
Right, when I started, I started solo, so this is sort of coming full circle for me. I do miss aspects of live performance, although being on stage by myself, I've kind of been like thrust into just becoming comfortable with who I am and who I am, you know, and just embracing like everything that I want to or don't want to be perceived as. Just like, this is me, take it or leave it. Whereas in a band, when there's a lot of different, you know, minds and visions working at once, you know, it came to a point where I did feel stifled, and I felt like I was, you know, being second guessed so much that I had to second guess myself, and I feel like in a lot of ways I was like hidden. So only like parts of me were revealed, and I feel like in the writing that reflected it as well. So being solo again, and like just having control of the whole thing, from, you know, the songwriting to what I want to, you know, talk about in press or what I want to say on stage. It's just me, and it's very liberating, and it's really benefited my craft, my art.
In that respect, the songwriting process, how has that changed now that you're without a record label and you are doing your solo projects? How does the songwriting process work and recording?
Being without a label there's no difference for me as a solo artist with a label or without a label, as far as my approach. But since the Academy Is ended, basically I've been doing a lot of writing in studio, whereas before I'd write a lot of stuff just on an acoustic and do, you know, a voice note for memory, and then it'll sit, or I'll do like a GarageBand demo, which is not, you know, it's good, but it's not a studio quality thing. You know, and then I'll sit on it, you know, and then months pass, and then I try and revisit these songs, and I feel like it, you know, it can get sort of stale at that point. But working in studio, what I've been doing is either coming in with an idea or writing while I'm recording. So I'll sit down, write how I would write, you know, any other song, but then be able to fully actualize the recording of it as well, and the production of it as well. So I know what, you know, exactly what the drums are going to do and what the production is going to do to help the song, and to getting everything done, for finishing a song in completion in like 3 days or 2 days in studio. That's really exciting, and I've been writing like that a lot lately.
That's cool. I'm kind of interested in, I heard about you had a writing online club. I don't know if that's still in the Monday Eyes. Can you tell me a little bit more about that project? Yeah,
Monday Eyes began because I wanted to encourage people to embrace their creativity, and for me, writing is how I do that. I can't draw for a lick, you know. I can't do most things that, you know, artists do, but writing and
writing is your art.
And prose and poetry, that's where I gravitate towards, and that's how I can communicate better than speaking, even, obviously. I'm like a stuttering, bumbling fool, but
that's okay. I totally understand. I sympathize very much. I'm a writer myself.
Yeah. So it did begin that way, where I wanted to just encourage people to write whatever it was, and there'd be no judgment, only, you know, positive feedback, and just a comfortable environment for people to share. Sorry, that was weird.
That's okay.
I'm not sure if that was like, you know how sometimes you have something in your eye and then it's just like this, or if it was like a little gnat.
All right.
It's just a gnat-infested room, is it?
Well, thank you for that. This is kind of a hard right turn here.
Wait, so thank you for Nat?
Yeah, thank you for Nat. There you go.
Yeah,
that's a little wordplay there.
That was
I like it. If there was one place in the world you could have a concert performing, where would it be and why?
Oh, well, I've had the privilege of being able to tour across the world as a solo artist as well.
Right.
Some places that I haven't played yet, like France. I would love to play in France and love to play in a lot of the European countries. I mean, we played in Germany and UK and you know, but that's pretty much it for Europe. So Europe is a place that I'd like to play more of. I just recently played in Southeast Asia for the first time ever.
Whereabouts?
It was Singapore,
That's really cool.
it's Thailand, Malaysia, and I always forget one of them, and the Philippines, Manila.
Oh, cool.
And
Really
Manila
cool.
was really amazing. The whole experience was amazing because it was just me as a solo artist, like doing this show, you know,
That's awesome. Yeah.
with my laptop and everything, and you know, it was just really, really wonderful. I want to go back there as well.
That's really cool. I hear you're a movie buff, and according to the reference you made before, do you have a favorite movie of all time?
No, I can't. It's impossible. I mean, I have like favorite directors. I have like favorite films of that director. But for me, it's so difficult because with all the, you know, spanning across all the you know, different you know, even from like time periods and how technology has changed the way of a film is made, and you know, a way the film looks, and even you know, like Alfred Hitchcock's one of my favorite filmmakers, but even so, you know, time changes things, you know, as far as even what you can get away with and what's cheesy in dialogue. Like now I feel like people are very much cynical. It's like built-in cynics, so you have to be really clever with dialogue and with how you, like, in my opinion, Martin Scorsese is one of the best with dialogue and you know, the way his films look and the way his films are paced. For me, I think it's a lot like music, and it's a lot. I mean, you know, the score of a film is so important. But then you know, I mean, if you look at a film like The Artist, there's no talking, just, you know, but the score carries it, and the performance carries it so, you know, well. And to see a movie like that is so it's just outside the grid. It's off it's like off charted territory in today's age.
Yeah.
It's inspiring to me that, you know, you can try new things.
I was really curious. I was just looking at that NASA pin that you have. Is there a story behind that?
NASA. I mean, I was just on tour in Houston.
Okay.
And I mean, this is not like a sexy story at all, but I was just meeting people after the show, and they, this girl came up to me and gave me the NASA pin. I put it on and haven't taken it off.
That's really cool.
Plus, I'm a supporter of space exploration and, you know, finding out what's going on beyond our own world.
Awesome. Do you have any thoughts or aspirations once you're done with the EPs that you want to get out?
Yes, my plan is to make a full-length record next year, and I'll be touring with a full band as well.
Okay, that's really cool. I had one more question that I wanted to ask. This is a little bit of a different from the rest of them, but aside from your musical life and your personal life, sort of a political question, so if you don't feel comfortable, just let me know.
I'm comfortable.
Do you have any thoughts on the upcoming presidential election?
It's tough, you know. I mean, it's tough because I feel like that's a tough question to ask me. My thoughts are, I just watched part of the Republican National Convention that was just on.
Right, yeah.
And, you know, there's a lot of, I mean, my parents are mostly conservative, so I grew up in a conservative household. They vote Republican, and and then once I've always been more of a liberal leaning as far as the social aspects, but a fiscal conservative. So I see a lot of what's happening, and it's hard to make the point to vote for Obama again because of where we are as a nation and where our economy is. But then it's hard to vote for the opposition because of other things that bother me that I think aren't right, and they don't mirror my beliefs as far as some, more on the civil rights end of things and human rights. So it's very difficult, and I am looking forward to the debates, and I feel like that's where I'll be able to make my decision. And America should wait, for those as well, and keep an open mind, because this straight ticket, this is what I believe in, nothing's going to change my mind, nonsense has to end, and that's why our country is so incredibly divided, so. There's a show called Newsroom on HBO, you should watch that.
Oh my god. I haven't watched the last episode.
I'm not going to spoiler.
Alright.
No spoiler alerts here.
Thank you. But yeah, it's incredible, yeah. Do you have any final comments, any concerns that you would like to voice to your fans, or anything you'd like them to know?
Just thanks for your support since going solo, and it's meant a lot, and there's more to come for me. My third EP is coming out in October, and that's going to be the culmination of this collection of EPs.
Right.
So the story will sort of get capped, and then next year is to the moon, baby. We're going to the moon, or something like that. So I'll see you there.
All right. Thank you very much, William.
Awesome. Thank you. Awesome.